Our next storyteller, I just want to give you a tiny bit of background here. This person, I have been taking an online writing class with since the beginning of the pandemic. We share a teacher, and there's, I think, 8 or 10 of us in the class, and we meet every Tuesday night, and we write our guts out and our hearts out. So I've only known this person online until Monday, when she drove from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania to show up for rehearsal. So extra Roanoke welcome for this one. She lives in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. She never thought that she would, but sometimes right back where you started from is exactly where you need to be. She once co-owned a lifestyle store where she was the creative director, curator, and designer. All employees were instructed to pretend to like her better than her husband and co-owner, but everyone knew they preferred him. Now she gardens and cooks and reads and writes and travels. She's working on a memoir about loss and survival. Mostly though, she is mother, wife, daughter, sister, and friend, and that takes up almost all of her time. Big lean in for this one, y'all. Brave, brave, beautiful story. Please welcome my friend, Donna Sue Orlock.
What would you want me to do if you were in a coma and they didn't know if you would ever come out of it? We were making the bed together, cleaning his room, packing him up for his junior year of life. Most moms make their kids clean their own room, especially once they hit 20. I liked it though. It was one of those found moments, like the quiet in a dark car ride, when your kid finally tells you about the bully, or his first kiss, or that he tried marijuana, but he didn't get high or like it. And you knew which parts to believe. There's something intimate about folding the laundry and helping your kids put their clothing away. It's a pause in time. Maybe because you're distracted with the driving, or the folding. Secrets get told. Defenses go down. Things don't seem so dangerous to confess or talk about, as you automatically put your turn signal on, or smooth the sheet out in the tight hospital corner on the bed. You should let me go, Ruben said. What if you had locked-in syndrome? What if you were in there and couldn't get out? How would I know? I complicated the question, adding different what-ifs as we challenged each other with horrible hypotheticals. I don't really remember if he said, "You should let me go." I only think he must have, because I remember saying, "Well, then you better hope your moo is long dead before you decide to fall into a coma." She would never let you go. Never, never. Another ball? Really? There was nothing else in the entire toy store? Typical, I thought to myself. I'm sure I thought it aloud, too. My mother, Moo, bought her firstborn grandson boy things. In truth, he really wanted boy things, and she was his Moo. So she bought him cars and balls and more cars and more balls. Boy things. The limited edition trucks from the gas station. Another ball, another car. Instead of being appreciative that Ruben had a grandmother that indulged I lectured. I knew better. I understood that he would have to be guided to look at the things that took more work for a little boy to like. I bought him educational toys, building blocks, thinking toys. I even bought him a Barbie, back before I was woke. That's ridiculous, a boy with a Barbie, my mother said. Although when he got to the dinosaur phase, she did buy him a Tyrannosaurus Rex and Diplodocus that was bigger and heavier than he was. But Reuben would still grab the balls at the checkout and the little handheld wind-up cars. And she would get them too. My water broke during a hospital tour of the labor and delivery class. I called my mom from the payphone in the lobby. Tonight? You're 2 weeks early. We just got home from Dallas. I haven't even unpacked yet. Are you sure? Of course she and my dad came to the hospital. She just had to express the inconvenience of the time. When Reuben went to college, he called me every day. All hours of the day and night. He was miserable. He was homesick. He wasn't happy enough or sure enough of himself or his decisions. I listened. I said a lot of wise things. Put yourself out there. Try new things. Explore. Do the things that you never thought you were interested in before. You know how I would make you try the same food that you said you hated? Just one bite every now and again. Taste buds change, mature. Now the only thing you don't like are mushrooms. Well, unless they're, shrooms. Take a modern dance class. Go to the opera. Open yourself up to different people. He took Arabic because he thought I would be proud of him. He hated Arabic. Driving home from Colorado at the end of his freshman year, there was a lot of time for Colorado. You only gave me one piece of bad advice, but it was really bad. It wasn't accusatory, mean. We were talking. The monotony of the highway was doing, opening up portals for truth-telling. I only found my people in my place at college when I started to do the things I'd always loved. Basketball, playing baseball, driving into the mountains. It was like the toy store. Balls and cars all over again. I was pushing expansion, and my mother was giving the boy what he wanted. The things that made him happy being who he already was. We both reveled in Reuben's curls, though. Ringlets corkscrewing out in all directions around his face, boinging and bouncing when he ran or laughed. We held hands and cried at his first haircut, bending over to catch the ringlets as they fell, and then scooping them up from the floor and tucking them into envelopes for safekeeping. But me, she couldn't see me. She was always perfectly groomed and perfectly coiffed. I had wild, uncontrollable curls, frizz. She wanted to tame it, tame me. She wanted me to be a cheerleader. Me, I didn't even wear makeup. Going into the hospital room to visit my dad when he had kidney stones, she stopped me in the hallway. I think your dad would be happy to see you with a little lipstick on and pull up your face. She loved me, though. She didn't seem to notice that we fought all the time. After I had grown up a bit and left home, she found my 9th grade diary and read it. Page after page of, I hate my mother. I can't wait to leave. I hate her so much. When I called home, she wouldn't come to the phone. My father told me that she'd been crying all week and laughed. What adolescent girl doesn't hate their mother? Me, I never did, she said. Her mother was her very best friend, and she thought we were too. How could you write those horrible things? I never hated my mother, never. She was a positive revisionist. Nothing bad had ever happened in the past. Everyone always got along. She was a Pollyanna for everyone's problems but her own. Everyone else was going to recover from their terminal illness, come out of their coma. There was always hope. She, however, was going to die from a stomach virus. Or if someone took a sip from her cup. Other people could survive germs and dirt, but not her. Except, she was a survivor. Late-stage ovarian cancer, 15% survival rate. Check, she survived. 3 rounds of breast cancer. Yep, all good again. Lung cancer. Okay, enough already. But no, let's give this gal just a touch of bladder cancer. She even ran herself over once. She did, really. And she survived. My mother is a woman who has refused to heed the call. But she still won't let you drink out of her glass. My very first thought, when I found out that my mom had her very first cancer, I have to get pregnant. How could I have a baby without my mom? So Reuben was born. A gift after the long months of surgeries and chemotherapies. The prize for survival. Or the booby prize. A rallying point if she died. She lived. But Reuben remained our rallying point. Always a gift. Always our center. She thought my kids should always be happy. I thought it was okay if my kids were miserable sometimes. She let me quit if I was frustrated. I wouldn't ever let my boys out of a commitment. She didn't think there was anything wrong with going to college just to have a good time. I thought there was everything wrong with it. She thought if you lived the right way, bad things shouldn't happen. I thought there was no such thing as the right way. And bad things just happen to everyone. Before he left for Switzerland, I tucked a plastic angel in Reuben's suitcase. I don't know why. I don't remember buying it. I don't know where it came from. But I did it. I tucked a stupid fucking plastic angel in his bag to protect him. 3 weeks later, the phone rang. A frantic, foreign voice. Come quickly. Reuben is bad. Reuben is very, very bad. Moo, Reuben's grandmother, my mother, was still very much alive. Nowhere even close to being long dead. And though she begged, I would not, could not let her come to Geneva. Never, never.